realm of realness.
Knowing how much these damn snakes lie to us, I'm not even too sure anymore on what satellites actually are. Probably not exactly what they tell us. Break down that word itself, satellite, telling you, because you know everything's hidden in plain sight. They're telling you it's a light. What I think it is, there's a few things. One of them, direct energy weapons. Remember that movie Under Siege? Like 1990s, Steven Seagal. I'm big on going through movie covers and, or certain movies I've watched, just going back and looking up like the bio, whatever the movie's about. I was looking at that movie cover, Under Siege, from 1992. Check that out up on top right. It's a satellite, and there's a beam, direct energy, blowing some shit up. He's probably got the little inside scoop because he's another thing I noticed is the SpaceX logo. Definitely not a new design. The more I looked at it a while back, it was reminding me of the old Reebok logo. And when I looked up the Reebok logo, see that the very first Reebok logo, shit man, has that T in it that looks just like Tesla T. So all these symbols connect, which is really, tetragrammaton. Coincidence again. Just a logo, huh? No meaning, no sacred geometry, no meanings behind these at all. Pure coincidence. Saturn. The computer, and you could even go to you look up that Beast computer, Brussels, Belgium. It's the same X logo as the Xbox. So, and they worship Saturn. So do they worship the Beast computer or whoever created it? There's so many movies about Saturn back in the day. Saturn 1, 2, 3, all kinds of other ones. But when I read what the movies are about with those, man, almost every time Saturn is referring to a computer or time, Chronos, time, and mythology and all that. But really it's just they're altering time. Chronokinesis, manipulating time. Daylight savings time, fucking us up. It's manipulated, altered our time, mess up the natural flow of our body. So yeah, so I'm reading up, and we're thinking Neuralink is new, yeah? But look, I'm reading this, and this Saturn 3 is from 1980. Look at this here. This is not from the very top, but I obviously highlighted what was important. This is that movie Saturn 3, what it's about. It's talking about with Hector assembled, Benson begins preparing the robot using the Neuralink. Hold up, this is 1980. Damn, I thought Neuralink was new. None of this shit's new, man. None of this technology is new. We just don't see the connections.
Finally come for his return.
These are images of archaeological dates from all over the earth. That's Egyptian, Mayan, Sumerian, Babylonian, that's Hawaiian there at the end, and Mesopotamian. Now this one here is our most recent discovery. It's a 35,000-year-old cave painting from the Isle of Skye. The same pictogram showing men worshipping giant beings. Just one planet with a moon capable of sustaining life. And we arrived there this morning.
They found something somewhere, and they're literally trying to recreate, probably already have recreated, reverse engineered what they found. And look at that net right there behind him. That's exactly what the images they show us of what Starlink looks like up there. And look at that, what he's standing on looks exactly like CERN, the Hadron Collider. Just like the show, movie Stargate. They already have that built for the longest time. And they've been supposedly crashing particles into each other since like the 50s. It's obviously not what they're telling us, just right off that simple point right there. And of course, in the 72 names for God in Hebrew, one of them is Elyon, E-L-Y-O-N. Yeah, pure coincidence. Actors are using fake names, so I'm assuming Putin's a fake name as well. That's a whole nother topic. I personally think his middle name is how you can find his real last name. So you can study that middle name, and that's a last name. Anyways, Pooh on the alchemy chart the chemical symbol for plutonium. And then you look up, like, you know, what's in, a lot of people already know what's in the first ingredient or the main ingredients, chemicals that's in nuclear weapon. Of course, plutonium is number one. And then they obviously use tin to make the weapons as well. Putin. And there goes the family right here. A little reading you could do. This is pretty well known, but I gotta point something else out with this, why I'm even showing you the name. Oppenheimer. The family that, the main families that were kind of behind the bombs, the atomic bomb. One would say it's just a bag of chips, but actually the Alzheimer's logo caught my eye. And these bag of chips were just sitting on my counter. It was ripped right where it said Heimer. So I was like, Oppenheimer? And I folded it all the way to read it. And it's this, you know, this foundation for Alzheimer's. So check it out though. Really look at that logo. And look at what they're saying there. The brains behind saving yours. That's not saying we're saving you, helping you. That's computer. They're talking upload consciousness, saving you, saving your brain. Very interesting shit. Right here on this bag of chips. But symbolism don't lie, man. It speaks for itself. It speaks a very clear language if you could pick it up. Look at that word itself, nuclear. Sure, spelled different. Nuclear. Nuclear weapons, direct energy weapons, or nuclear, referring to these things. Can't even say the word no more on here. Break down that word itself, and you look at the main definition for it. Everything's hidden in plain sight. They say Satan is the prince and power of the air, yeah? So they're attacking through frequency. And of course, the T-Mobile symbol resembles that same T from the Georgia Guidestones, where speaking of depopulation to keep it at 500 million, no more. Even stranger than that, the family that put those Guidestones there, Plotsker, that's Dr. Dre's ex-wife's maiden name. And then there's Dr. Dre with the beats. Look at the symbol. Remember, keep the heads ringing.
Incredible intervention in Timbal is being called a miracle, with Anna being hailed as savior. Thanks to High Commander Anna's gift of blue energy, Timbal's power grids and infrastructure have been restored. Hospitals are back up and running, and V-shuttles continue to land with emergency supplies.
Arrived to share our technology and to leave your planet better than we found it. Sustainable energy. No pollution. No infrastructure needed. Just power. The same power that runs our ships. Blue energy is the answer to your world's most pressing concerns. And to the people of Timbal, it was an answer to crisis.
Why are we giving the humans blue energy?
Because once they're dependent on it, we can turn it off.
You came back down to earth.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. How did it feel physically up there for you?
Well, we had a simulator. They simulate what they say you're going to feel, and it doesn't come anywhere near. So here you're going to be in realization once again, the fragility of this planet, the coming catastrophic event, and we all have to clean this act up now. Catastrophic event, and we all have to clean this act up now.
And everyone's favorite trumpet, he plays a way bigger role in this movie than people think. Key role in this act. Anyways, just so happens that his uncle is the one that found Tesla's technology. Other funny thing is, on camera, him and Hillary, worst enemies. Or are they just good magicians and good actors? MAGA. They speak dual languages. They can make it say one thing, but like I said, the true meaning is in reverse. That's funny though. Off camera, they're friends. They attend each other's weddings. The English language was created to put a hex on us, and the words that we use to identify God even has probably been manipulated by these same evil people, satanic people that run the world. So they use these words against us to curse us and put a spell on us, because frequency and sound is everything. So if you're saying a certain word, a certain frequency, and praising your energy towards that, if it's created by them and it's demonic, then that's what you're praising without even knowing it. So just like there's a lot of things to be said with, and there's a lot of Bible passages, Jesus and Satan the same being, Jesus and Lucifer the same being. Revelations, there's one in there. Another question I ask myself is Jesus, they say Jesus is the anchor, but what does the anchor do? this reversal is crazy because the regular way we look at things, the regular cross facing up symbolizes Jesus, and then turning that upside down symbolizes Satan, right? When you go on the zodiac chart, it's a double reversal, so it's the opposite of that. So on the zodiac, this cross right here symbolizes Saturn. But I was looking at it, and I flipped it upside down, and it's Jupiter, which is Jesus. So, but on the zodiac, it's in reverse. Upside down is symbolizing Jesus, and right side up is symbolizing Saturn, Satan. How crazy is that? More dual language, more law of reversal, telling you that both sides is them trying to trap you. Just like Republican, Democrat, owned by the same, funded by the same people. It's like two different brands in the store, most likely funded by the same companies. Red and blue, the red and blue pill even, is both an illusion still. Because the red and blue are the colors of the matrix, the illusion world. That's why they hit us with the red and blue lights and flash in such a way. That's why even if you don't have nothing on you, you get pulled over, mad nervous. Why? They know how to tap into our psyche. They know how to, the eyes are the windows to the soul. They know how to tap right into that with those lights and frequencies. Bypassing your electrical circuits, your natural operating system. Got you bugging out. You can't even think straight. And as part of their rules, it's part of the magic. They have to show us everything, but not tell you. And it's hidden in the symbolism or reverse words, Hebrew right to left. So when you're casting a spell, the one behind the projecting it, if I was the one casting it, go behind it as you're looking like you're the person doing it, and you see it backwards. And that's what the real meaning is for the word, and where the real energy is focused and created towards that word. And that's why all these words are flipped backwards. Get the jab means goodbye. But common sense says, obviously, there's teachings way older than the Bible. So, all the ancient cultures before these vampire bloodlines took over, pirates, the black nobility, all these different names, all referring to the same people, or whatever they are. So I mean, I think every Bible we're ever going to get our hands on, King James, all these were royal bloodline people writing all these Bibles, man. So, but on the flip side, it's part of the magic. Again, they couldn't manipulate the whole thing. They could only change and alter things. Really look at it and study it amongst yourself instead of how the indoctrinated way of looking at the Bible. You could see it on a way deeper level. You could understand that a lot of it's astrotheology. And it's talking about alignments. It's what in the zodiac is everything. Jesus and the 12 disciples, the sun and the zodiac wheel, the 12 steps and moves across the sky, perfect clock. with the Book of Eli, with the deeper meaning to that movie. First of all, too, after I watched it last year again for like the third time, I realized, oh shit, the white guy that was trying to get a hold of that Bible, by all means, his name in the movie was Carnegie. In that movie, whoever controls that original copy shapes and controls the whole world. That's what I get out of that. And maybe it's pretty clear and that's the message, but I mean, that's literally why they even showed us that movie. And it's interesting too, I thought about, because like that religion, Moor used to mean black. And you already know, Vatican, everything they worship is based around black or dark energy. Man, again, I just realized it now, but more referring to simulation again. They can't actually, well, by now they are creating their own simulation and metaverse, but by default, in our reality here, they could only change the perception, change the program, and if it's, we're talking computer and simulation terms, they can only add in code, change code. So when they're altering our DNA, literally it's altering the computer code. The natural resonance and the vibration that we're really naturally supposed to be on and connected to whatever all the lights are up there, the stars, different energies, and the natural creator and that energy and your connection, your pineal gland, them shutting it off through years of poison, and not just chemical poison like fluoride. I mean poison with the music, the frequency, the shows, the light codes, all the things we're not seeing, not aware of, don't even realize it's happening. Check out this little clip real fast I came across. And the dude might be questionable because he's could be a psyop. Why I say that? Because look at his name, Windsor. The royal family, the name they go under now is Windsor. And the Bush's bloodlines tie into the Windsor, that royal bloodline. And the guy's face says Bush all day to me. But either way though, they have these guys speaking for a reason, because again, part of the magic, they gotta slide a little truth in there mixed in with the lies. That's just side note observations, but check the clip out. And
it says accidentally exposed to light, and that was the one I always used to check, because it's the same amount of light. You know, if you get gamma through the film pack, it's the same amount of light as you get when you click the lens on a camera. They wanted to limit. Are they powerful? Yeah, they control the purse strings. They live by the golden rule. Them that's got the gold makes the rules. Well, 2 years ago, I started traveling for American Opinion Speakers Bureau, and one of the documents that they had was Major Jordan's diary. A story of shipping the technology and the material that was developed at Hanford in 1944 directly to Russia on U.S. Air Force planes out through Great Falls, Montana, Fairbanks, Alaska, under the auspices of one Harry Hopkins, and with the at least tacit approval of Franklin Delano.
A camera flash. And that makes all the sense, man. And what the things that could actually do to your mind and subconscious and your soul in general, really penetrating right through the eyes of the window to the soul. So those flashes, and of course people are out there taking 50 pictures a day of themselves, and that flash is fucking us up. Man, these very few families have been manipulating our history for thousands of years, man. We don't even know who we really are. Sad, but true. That's what truth seeking is all about, trying to decode and figure out fuck's going on around here. That this has all happened before. And every time we, as civilizations, get too smart, or we become aware of what the game is, the game's over. The game is over.